if your position is that whatever I feel like and imagine is my truth, this is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Then if you don't exist, then everything else is irrelevant. Nothing exists if you don't exist.
Because you're coming at it from an objective lens, right? Yeah. I'm looking at it in subjective realities. My set of beliefs and systems that I have is through my own emotional experiences. I gave the example, right, of the car incident. Imagine.
Yeah, but that's
do you
the
understand?
whole point.
No, because you're looking at objectivity. It's not going to happen in a subjective situation.
Okay. If you think that only if you exist, so there are a group of people who say that whatever's in my stream of consciousness, that exists. So when I look around, whatever I can see and I can experience, that is real. Outside of that, may or may not exist. Is that your position?
Because if I will only believe things that bring me power. I live in the reality of this world. The reason I live in the reality of this world, I believe
you don't live in the reality of this world.
Why do not?
No. This world does not exist for you.
Why?
Only whatever's in your stream of consciousness exists for you.
My reality of this world.
No. This world does not exist for you.
Why not?
Because you're talking about your reality.
But I think it exists for me. So
there we go. You think it exists.
And it exists.
So that's the whole point that's being made to you.
No,
wait a second.
Yes.
Because you're making an assertion from a position of uncertainty. You're uncertain.
Why?
Does Mount Everest exist?
Does Mount Everest exist? No, from my opinion, I don't know.
You're uncertain. That's what I'm saying to you.
But I don't care.
No, I know you don't care. So we're trying to have the conversation. Let me explain to you. Because you're saying that. You said that you are saying that whatever I experience, whatever I can interact with, whatever I can feel things about, is what's real.
Hang on.
One second.
Yes. Let me ask a question after this.
Okay, go on. Is that correct? Am I misunderstanding you?
Let me a bit. Let me ask you guys one question, and I want to know your answers truthfully from your objective realities, Imagine
we're not saying we have objective reality.
That's fine. I just want to hear your opinion.
I said to you, balance of probability.
Okay, can I hear your opinion?
Yeah. Go ask the question.
If you guys both go into 10 different car crashes driven by 10 different women, but the probability and the assessment by all the scientifically backed sources said that women drivers are better than male drivers, would you then still treat, when you see a woman driver, would you treat them the same way as a woman driver? Or would you look at the objective data that says that men are worse drivers?
Okay, so now we're talking about two different things.
No, we are.
I'll tell you why. No. We are talking about this earth, tree, the camera in front of you, the air that you're breathing. Is that real or not real?
Bro, answer my question.
No.
Answer my question.
No, but because you're talking about assessing different scenarios and
coming to subjective judgment.
So that's what I'm saying to you.
But can you answer the question?
So this microphone, is it a scenario? Or is it actually?
Ask me a question. I'll answer your question.
I've answered your question.
No, you haven't.
I've answered your question.
The tangles and what?
I've answered your. Listen to what my answer is. You're talking about something that's different.
Okay.
We're not talking about the same things.
So you're not going to answer then?
That's my answer.
Look, it's very easy.
We are talking about trees and rocks and mountains.
In that scenario,
air and oxygen.
In that scenario.
One second.
Okay, sorry, go on.
We're talking about these things, the things that constitute the reality.
You haven't answered the question.
And you're talking about assessments that people are making.
Let's deal with your. Hang on a second. Okay.
Thank you.
So now what you said to me is you're saying with 10 women, they all have accidents.
Yes.
Which 10 women?
No, they've crashed your car.
Forget that.
The women don't exist.
I know, but let's just humor.
Which 10 women? I've never experienced them.
I know, exactly.
I don't feel that
I don't believe they exist.
So they don't. Which women? Which cars?
Yeah, exactly.
Which cars?
So let me deal with your question.
There's no cars, Abass.
I know.
There's no women.
It doesn't matter.
They don't exist because whatever's in my subject.
I know.
That doesn't make it
the only thing that exists. There's no world to be competitive in, Abass.
You're not going to answer the question.
I'll answer it directly.
He's answering. But you're getting my point.
So I've been in a car with 10 with different women.
There's no world to exist.
They all had accidents, right? Now, I could do two things now. I could either get emotional.
No, but you can't exist to get emotional.
Hold on a second. I could either get emotional, and I could base my opinions purely based on an arbitrary decision, on anecdotal evidence, or I could supersede my emotions and use my logic and my reason.
So what's the answer?
Which I could go to the data and I could challenge my opinions and say, actually, statistically, it is still on balance of probability better to drive with a woman. And I would probably go with that decision.
So you will?
I will still drive with a woman, and I'll explain to you in real terms why that's the case. Right? I'm not fearful, for example, of flying. I love flying, right? Love flying, right?
You'd ignore your own emotional responses
hold on a second.
and how you react to the situation
Absolutely.
to suit.
Absolutely. So when I'm in an aeroplane, I don't feel any fear in an aeroplane. You know why I don't feel fear? Because I know that statistically, it's one of the safest way of traveling. Now, what you're saying to me with your smile is that you would be with 10 women, and then you'd think the women were crap at driving.
Yes.
Right.
Just an example, probably not. Okay. The date says that, but it's an example.
Okay, so you would do that, right?
Do you know why I do that?
No, before we get to why you do it, you agree that you would do that, right?
I'm answering the question.
No. It's a yes or no.
But I'm answering why as well.
No, why. I don't want to know the why just yet.
He doesn't exist to talk.
I don't want to know the why just yet. I just want to know the fact that you would do. No. I would just want to know the fact that you would do that, right?
I would choose, right? If I got in 10 different car accidents by 10 different women, I would then 100% think to my head, okay, I need to be careful around women.
Women are bad drivers, right?
I would think they're worse drivers than men.
Okay.
If it's 10 different times.
So you would believe that, right?
In 10 different times.
Is that actually true, though?
In my reality, it's true.
No, in your opinion, not reality.
Reality is an opinion.
Well, no, reality is what's
not an
real.
opinion. That's
my reality.
That was the crux.
Well, your reality.
No. Look, let's be very careful here.
Yeah.
The reality of things is as they exist.
There we go.
Would like them to exist.
That's the point here.
You can choose how it exists. You can choose if you're depressed or not.
No.
You can't choose if you're depressed.
Look, I'll be very honest with you. I'm going to stop talking to you.
Why?
Because he doesn't exist.
Because
you believe in objectivity. I believe in subjectivity.
No, because
he
I'll tell you
doesn't
why. I'll tell you why I'm going to
exist.
stop talking to you. I'll tell you exactly why,
Please,
right? Because
the figment of your imagination is talking to you
I
to
think
tell you
that
why.
it is. I think that it is so logically incoherent.
To what? To believe subjectivity?
Let me just finish. I think it's so logically incoherent.
You haven't provided an example though.
Well, I'm just about to.
Wait.
I think it is logically so incoherent to deny analytical or empirical evidence and simply supersede that because your feelings tell you otherwise.
Because your experiences say otherwise.
No, feelings.
So I've experienced 10 different crashes. That's not an experience.
No, because your ultimate experience should be that 10 accidents do not reflect upon the millions of women that drive cars. But you have jumped to a conclusion that 10 is a big enough sample
in my own, what I happened to me.
Exactly.
In the imaginary world.
In your imaginary
think,
world.
Yeah. That doesn't actually exist.
Which
is the same thing. Because it comes from your consciousness.
Which unfortunately is detached from reality.
So
I was attached.
Because the reality is that women are better drivers than men.
Did you say that with chess? Say that with chess.
That's the reality. Now, see, look, now you're talking about chess.
No,
No, we were talking about driving.
Yeah, no, but do you actually think that?
The objective, statistical reality as we have it in this country is that women are less likely to have accidents than men.
This is why objectivity doesn't work.
But you would go against that because your feelings tell you otherwise.
If you ask if you ask every real guy, if
real,
there's no real guys.
No, like
guys in your
men.
You mean chauvinists?
What's a chauvinist?
Well, people who just put women down all the time.
No, you're not putting women down.
Obviously, it is. If you lie about somebody,
they don't exist.
If women are better drivers and you say that they're worse drivers, that's lying about
don't
it.
exist.
Are you really going to argue with me that women are better drivers than men?
Yes, statistically they are, yes.
They don't exist.
Yes, statistically they are.
Women,
no, hold on a second. So you think to be a real man means to tell women that they're bad drivers?
No, I never said that.
That's what you just said.
No, I didn't.
You said real men.
No, you didn't let me finish when I was
What were you going to say about real men?
There's also thing real men, subjectively real men.
What do real men think?
I'll tell you what they think.
Please, tell me.
So what the masculine men think,
Masculine
the
men,
protectors,
yeah.
the providers of the households,
Yeah.
what they think, right, is that I will look after my woman. I don't want to.
I'm talking about driving.
Yeah, I'm going to get to
Yeah,
driving.
get to
right?
the driving.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
And I will look after my woman.
Yeah.
I'll make sure she's all right.
Yeah.
And if she's driving, I'm more emotionally stoic, so I know that I can handle stressful situations. If the car
I'm
goes
safer
quick,
driving. I'm safer driving than
well,
she
you
is.
have a better stress tolerance. That's why.
Okay, but do the statistics show that?
Men are better stress tolerance. Yes.
No, that they're better drivers. They have less accidents.
The reason why they have more accidents.
So they do have more accidents.
The reason why they have more accidents is because women don't speed. But when you speed, you are a better driver.
So men have more accidents.
Men are better drivers by far.
But they have more accidents.
They have more accidents because they drive. They actually drive.
So they have more accidents, but they're better drivers. Man, what planet are you on?
You're
you know how crazy this
You're arguing with me that females are better drivers.
This is nuts, isn't it?
Do you really believe this?
So who's a better driver? The one who crashes the car or doesn't crash the car?
Why are we
The
talking about
one who
women?
actually can drive and is stress
The one who
resilient.
crashes the car or doesn't crash the car?
Of course, the one who doesn't crash the car.
So women have less crashes. So they're better drivers.
No, because you're.
Oh, they're not better drivers.
I don't think so.
Why not?
It's
And
a,
what
it's a
evidence do
subjective
you have
reality. isn't it?
to establish
in
that?
his universe, where subjective
All
universe,
the-
all the women are bad drivers.
No. Never said that.
I'm
Hey,
saying- I'm
F1. Look
saying-
at F1. Look at F1.
Stop
F1.
listening.
Hang on.
Oh
F1.
my God, don't go down there.
It's
F1 is not
F1.
driving.
It's F1's not driving. F1's not driving.
Don't go down there.
F1 has all the best male driving. If a female was that good, she would join F1. She's not because
Why are
she's
you
not
talking
better.
about
Because
women
that's
and men?
driving. That's driving.
Why are we
You
comparing
don't
women and men?
understand that in F1 that
But
the
why-
best drivers
why
are
are you talking
men.
about a world?
That's the truth.
Why-
Is that not
one
true?
second, one
Is
second.
that not the objective reality?
Listen to me.
Is that the objective
One second,
reality?
You don't exist. You don't
No,
believe
you're-
in
no,
the
you-
objective
is that the
reality.
objective
You don't
reality?
believe that.
So you're not gonna answer the
No,
question.
no,
I'm
the
gonna
objective
ask you-
reality
you're gonna
is
ask
that
the
there are more men that drive F1.
So
The objective
name
reality.
one girl that
hold on
drives
a second.
F1.
Hold on a second. Look, this is how you're laughing as if you're making a profound point.
Yes,
But
they're
you-
the best drivers in the world.
But you're,
F1.
bruv, you're giggling and laughing
Yes.
as if you've made a profound point. Here.
Is that not?
But you don't exist, Abass.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, man.
This is the problem. There's a
But
problem.
do you believe F1 is the best drivers on the planet? Those are the best drivers on the planet, or not?
Can we
Do you
have
think women are better than F1 drivers? F1 male drivers?
One second. Can I answer your question?
Is that how you think?
That the F1 has the best drivers on the planet? Yes.
F1 has the best drivers who drive on the track.
Is that not driving?
On the planet. Does that mean that therefore men are better drivers than women?
If you are both put in the same situation, a man and a woman, I'd have the person.
So why do men have more accidents?
Why are the F1 people the best?
Why do men have more accidents?
You're not going to answer my question. I'm not going to answer yours.
F1 drivers crash
But
all
he
the
doesn't
time.
exist.
It's my subjective reality. Do you understand what I'm saying with that?
There is no.
Sorry,
he doesn't
women.
exist.
I try to defend you, but sometimes you just can't defend women in front of some people.
I don't hate women.
Women
I'm
are bad drivers, even though
I wanna protect
statistically
women.
they have less accidents.
I want to
So
protect
in
women,
his
provide for women. If a
You
woman
want to
ever asked
protect.
me,
You want to protect women
Of
by telling
course.
them they're crap at driving.
no, I'm just providing logical thing. If my woman
What was
came
the,
up to me and said, "Hey, can you drive my car? Drive a car," I think I'm more stress resilient than her, so I drive my car and take care of it. I think that they are more emotional,
But
especially the feminine
you're more
women.
likely to kill her in an accident, though. Of course you are.
That's your opinion,
That's
man.
the stats.
That's the stats, man. And F1 drivers are the best drivers. If I